Hey, well, it's June 15th, 2009 there, and had a couple of fights go a bit off kilter, which is a great band in Florida there at the Disney World and everything. But I mean, off kilter as in just when you were ready to, you're like, yeah, and then David Haye gets injured and you're like, no. You're like, that's cool, that's cool. Vlad's gonna fight Shigaev. And then it'll be a decent fight. Okay, cool. You're like, alright. And then, you know, the fight that was gonna happen the week after between Amir Khan and Andrei Kotelnik, you know, they're like, oh, he's got a tooth. And then they reschedule that 3 weeks later, and you're kind of like, you're kind of screwing me up, man. You know, June's supposed to be a big month for fighting. And you're like, okay, I can. Alright. And then the big one comes out. Pretty boy Floyd pulls out of his Juan Manuel Marquez matchup because of a rib injury. And I'm like, nee! So 3 fights, you know, bam, bam, bam. You know, ones that you're really looking forward to. Probably the Vlad, Haye, and the PBF Juan Manuel Marquez a little more than the Amir Khan, but still. I mean, all 3 of those fights were going to be good fights. They were lined up, very well matched up. The David Haye one, you know, I slammed David Haye a little bit there, but then I was like, you know, guy's not really going to throw away a chance at a title, you know. And I said, you know, maybe he really is injured and he wants to fight at 100%. And then I heard this Zapata, or I don't know the name of the company that was going to pay him. Apparently he's going bankrupt, so he wasn't going to make jack money. So I was kind of like, yeah, maybe he is, you know, oh, hurt my back, you know, kind of thing. You know, because why would you get punched in the face by Vlad for nothing? You know what I mean? At least $5, you know what I'm saying? And then the Amir Khan one, yeah, he's got the tooth problem. Dude, I got punched in, I was sparring one time, and dude cracked me. We call him Little Tyson, Valio Slave. You could look at him on boxing, BoxRec or Sato Boxing. Check out his record. He fought pro, had like 30 fights or something. Before he was doing good, and then crack got hold of him. Anyway, dude caught me with a hook, right? And it shook me, man. I was like, son. And I went home. You know, I saw the bright white light, you know, when he caught me, and you know, I low blowed him a couple times and held him, and then the round went ding, and I got out of the ring. But I got home, I was eating apple and stuff. He knocked half my tooth out. And I fought for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Before we got that crap fixed. You know, I mean, that's why guys walk around all mad all the time. It ain't because they're angry. It's because they got like a bad tooth, and they're always like, you know what I mean? Just holding back that anger, you know. I might have stole that from Eddie Murphy. I'm not positive. Anyway, you know, so, but at least they rescheduled within 3 weeks. And now you got pretty boy Floyd coming up going, oh, hurt my rib. I don't know if it's he hurt his rib or he really wants to make sure he's in shape for this fight. You know what I mean? He's like, whoa, fight's coming up. You know, I got a month, and I'm really 2.5 months out of it. You know, I'm really 2.5 months away from being in fighting shape. I mean, you can be in shape, but fighting shape's a different thing, you know. So, yeah, I think, you know, that had a lot to do with it. I mean, they're still keeping the fight venue, all that stuff, and it's far out enough that people aren't, you know, like, you know, completely tore up about it. It's not going to put too many people out. I mean, ticket sales weren't exactly flying off the shelves from what I was hearing. So, you know, you'll have that. There was another fight, aside from the Cotto Clate fight, which I did the video of, and you've probably seen that, you know, Cotto won. There was another fight. It was an MMA fight, Adrenaline 3, or something like that. Ray Mercer, the boxer, you know, against Tim Silvia. Silvia was calling him out, saying he wanted to box him and blah, blah, blah. He was going to use Ray Mercer as a stepping stone. Let me tell you what, man. And you know this, and any you MMA guys out there, this is a new introduction to you. Fighters know how to throw punches. MMA fighters think they know how to throw punches. Big difference. Big difference. Chuck Liddell couldn't knock out his knockout ratio would be like 30% in boxing, if that. If that. Because he doesn't throw punches, you know, with his body. He's more of an arm puncher. Now, I'm for real about that. You ask any boxing trainer out there, and he'll tell you, nah. So, anyway, Ray Mercer knocked Silvia KTFO. 8 seconds, first round. One shot. Silvia. What was it? They had to wake him up. He was sucking his thumb. It was bad, man. It was bad. So, yeah. You know, MMA fighter, you want to step in the ring with a boxer, you got no shot in hell. That's real. No shot in hell. Boxer stepping in against an MMA fighter, they've got a good shot. All they got to do is touch you one time and you go to sleep. Alright, anyway, I'm getting off on a rant there. I mean, I do like MMA, don't get me wrong. I like watching them fight and stuff, and I like applying some of those holds to people. You know, I mean, it's cool. But, you know, if I want to watch a real fight, you know, I watch boxing. Alright, well. Or wrestling. You know, it's scripted, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, this is Bigragu. Y'all have a wonderful day, alright? I'm out.